being with you this week. You know, you just knew he deserved a better life. No matter what the circumstance, I understand. Okay?
Do you want to just start and tell us what happened that night?
Do you want to just tell us what was going on that night? You want to look at the map, or what do you want to do? I don't know exactly. Okay? I want to show you some things on the map. Is that okay? You got it's just a map. It's just a Google map like we've been looking at all week. Here, let me show you. Let me mark some points on here, okay? So you know what we're talking about. Can you look up and I'll mark them for you where you can see them? It's just a map. It's just a map, Charisse. Can we start there? Can we start by just doing something easy, looking at the map? I know it's hard to function right now.
What happened?
We have to go through the map and some other things and whatnot. I want to explain how he was found and where.
Where was he?
Well, let's look at the map. Come on. Okay. You see Culver's marked?
Mm-hmm.
In the apartments. Okay. The apartment's right here by Culver's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right there about. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And here by the Lafayette Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yesterday we talked about it where we found this backpack.
Mm-hmm.
It is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the picture I showed you yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
George Jr.'s body is found right here on Lake Avenue in the woods at the sports complex behind a fenced-in dumpster. He was in the water. It wasn't deep water. It was pretty shallow in a wooded area. There's a little path that leads back there by a wooden bridge. And he was pretty much maybe 10, 15 feet behind the dumpster. Okay.
What's on the corner of it?
What's in the corner of what?
What's on the corner over there?
Which corner?
On that street.
There used to be like a church there. I'm not sure what it is now, but there's like a big football field, baseball field area.
We went there last night.
You went there last night? Where'd you go last night?
Me and Erica, we searched all over there last night.
You searched over there last night. Did you find him?
No.
Okay. What led you to go over there last
We
night?
went everywhere. We went behind Everest. We went everywhere.
Okay. Okay. Don't beat yourself up because you didn't find him, okay? It's not your burden to find him. That was my burden. Okay, and he's found now. Here's a better map. Closer of the area. Okay. This is the wooded area. He's right here. Charisse, how did he end up there? Remember yesterday when I told you, can you look up? Please look up. I need you to look up, Charisse. I can't talk to the top of your head.
It's true. It can't be true. It's not true.
It's true, Charisse.
It's not true.
Please, can you look up so we can have a conversation a little easier? Please.
It's not true.
I just want you to sit up and talk to me, okay? There's more on the table. I got more things to talk about. Please.
No.
You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong.
No, he's not coming back.
Why did you say you don't want to talk? Charisse? Do you want me to talk to you? Is that what you're saying? Or do you just not? Are you having a hard time? You tell me. It's important, Charisse. What did you mean when you said, I don't want to talk? Do you just need a few minutes, or do you not want to talk to me truly? Okay. You just need a few minutes, he said? Okay. You tell me when you're ready. I'm gonna listen. I'm here for you, okay? You tell me when you're ready.
You were supposed to protect my baby. You were supposed to protect him. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, God, no. No.
Who do you hate, Charisse? Who do you hate?
Oh, God. Why you dare this? You were supposed to protect. Oh,
Who was supposed to protect him?
Just tell me when you're ready, Charisse. Do you want some tissues? Grab the box of tissues. I'm gonna get tissues for you, okay?
I hate God. I hate him. You were supposed to protect him.
I know.
You were supposed to protect him. I didn't know how to leave you.
I know.
I'm sorry.
We've still got a lot of work to do, Charisse. Okay. Someone put him there. Okay. And I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep going. Here, some tissue for you, okay? Right by your arm. Right here. Can you pull your shirt down? We can talk, and I want to look at the map. I want to go over some things, okay?
Just say it, please.
Well, I got to show you. I got questions, okay? Sorry. Who put him there, Charisse?
I don't know. I don't know. I wish I did. I don't know.
How did he get there?
I don't know.
Remember yesterday, Charisse, when we had that conversation with Detective Arlington? And we said we're going to call you on things when we think you're lying? Okay, I'm calling on you right now.
Okay.
Okay? You know how he got there. You do. Okay? And I'm not trying to come down on you. I'm not trying to be hard on you. But listen to me. This is your one time to tell the real story. I know there's no Antoine now. I know there's no car. I know it for a fact. Okay? I want to know how he died. This is your one chance. one chance, but this is the time for you to tell the real story. Okay? I'm letting you tell the story. I'll be quiet if you want to tell the real story. I'll just let you talk. Okay? But it's got to be the truth, Charisse. It's got to be the real story this time. You know we've been catching you in conflicts all week with the things you've been telling us. It's time for the real story. Okay? He deserves it. People are going to make their opinion of this whole thing based on the story you tell about your son here today. Okay? I'll sit here. I'll hear it. I won't get upset with you. I promise. Okay? Let's have the story. I know you just wanted what was best for him and it didn't work out that way. I know that's what you wanted for him. We found him. He can rest now. Okay? He can rest. And as his mother, you owe it to him. Tell his story the way it happened. He can't speak for himself. Only you can right now. And he deserves that. If you want him to forgive you, you'll tell his story how it should be told.
Why don't you start by just telling us what happened in that apartment? We know parents, things get out of hand, and one thing leads to another. We can understand that. Without the truth from you, we're just going to assume the worst. Everybody can understand as a single mom, the system's failing you, that you feel you're all alone. And you do something that you wish that you could do back.
Something happened.
I didn't do anything but leave them.
Maybe part of that is true. But you have to tell the real story, Charisse. Where did you leave him?
You're not gonna believe me anyway. Like, I keep telling you.
I just want
believe me. Believe me.
Charisse.
You won't believe me.
I will if you tell me the truth, because now I know for a fact if you're telling the truth or you're lying. Okay? A lot happened today. I'll know if you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you're lying at this point. Like I told you yesterday, we can't change what happened. All we can do is make the best decisions going forward. You can do the right thing right here, right now, and tell the story of your son and what really happened to him. Take a deep breath. It's been an uphill battle for you the whole way. You've gotten no support. You've been doing it all by yourself.
I don't care about that.
Well, it matters, and I think it contributed to the problem. Okay? It does matter. You don't deserve to be hit. You don't deserve to be left hungry in an apartment with a hungry child. No money. You can't have a job because you can't find someone to watch him, so you can just work for a few hours. I get it. Just like I told you yesterday, I understand that. I want you to be honest with us about what has happened. It's a different map. This is the one that I marked for you. This is where he is. Right here. Okay. This is your opportunity to tell the story, Charisse. The way you know it needs to be told.
I was there last night.
I know. I heard what you said. What made you go there?
We went everywhere. Where it was water, where it was woods, everywhere.
You didn't see him last night? Shaking your head no?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, you don't have to do the sir stuff. Come on. Remember?
I was there.
Tell me how he got there, Charisse. Tell the real story. He deserves to have the real story be told.
Oh, the place told me.
Just tell me what happened, Charisse. Why do you say all the evidence points to you?
Go look at my house.
Okay. We talked about that.
It was his chin, man. It was his chin.
What, the blood? Is that what you're saying?
It was his chin.
Well, be clear about what you're saying. I don't want to misunderstand what you're saying. You keep saying it was his chin. Are you talking about...
Yes, sir.
Okay. What really happened, Charisse? Nobody else was there except you and him. Did he die in that apartment?
No, sir. He was okay. He was good.
Was he dying in that
He was
apartment?
good. No, sir.
You don't
The
have to...
only incident was when he was choking, but he was fine after that. But he was okay. We left. He was walking. He was good. He was good. When he was playing, he was good. I don't know. He was good.
I'm only going to give you, like, come on. I want the real story.
If you won't take me because I just...
Okay, Charisse, we did a lot of work today. Okay, this is another map. Just so you know what we're looking at. This is Lafayette Apartments. Okay. You my bearings here. This is where here is. Okay. This is where you are right here. This is where you live. Okay. I told you yesterday or sometime during this week, we have gone through every camera and dumpster, everything along this East Bay Drive Road here.
I know.
That's how we found the backpack.
So that's the green dot?
The backpack is the green dot.
Okay.
I mismarked it. Right there is the green dot, the backpack. That's how we found it.
Okay.
By going through all these dumpsters.
Okay.
Okay. We found that a few days ago, like I told you. Okay. His body's here. His backpack is here. You say you left him here. Okay. So today, we started going through this area right here. On King Drive right here. There's a house with a camera. And it sees you.
Can you show me that? Because I'm not going to believe that.
I don't have the video right here to show you
I'm
now.
not going to believe that.
Okay. You're just going to have to listen to what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
That camera shows you. I don't have the camera, I'm just looking at sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. At 10:15. I'm sorry, not 10:15. 10:56. That camera shows you here. Okay. Your last connection for your cell phone when you come off the Wi-Fi is 10:22 at your apartment. At 10:56, you are on camera right here with the backpack on and carrying your son. His body is in your arms. Okay.
I'm not agreeing, I'm just listening to you.
Okay, that's fine. There's another camera here at the Palms where you used to work. 19 minutes after this camera on Keene Park sees you, this camera sees you walking south from this way where his body is found, carrying just a backpack now.
I'm going to be sick.
I would be too.
That's what he said.
In 19 minutes, you walk from here
That's impossible.
to here. I walk the path. It's totally possible. You walked there and you left your son there. And then when you walk by right there, you still have the backpack that you dumped in the dumpster near the apartments that you made this whole story up about Antoine.
Really
No, I don't believe you one bit,
Please.
Charisse. You are a liar.
No.
You have not told me the truth all week.
No.
That is a fact. That is a fact. The fact is he's there and he's dead. The fact is you walked by, you left him there in the woods behind that dumpster. You left courage to tell your son's story. Something happened to him when you were responsible for him. I don't know if he was dead when you left him or if you just left him there in the woods all alone, dying. You didn't do anything but leave him. You left him there. You walked away from him. You went there last night to see if he was still there, and he was. I saw him with my own eyes. I found him with my group of people. We found him right where you left him, wearing the clothes, wearing the shoes. Your lies are over. This is your chance to be honest. It's all out on the table, Charisse. People will know this. People will know this story I just tell you. And you choose to do the right thing. Tell us what happened at the apartment that night. Or that's how the story goes. He's not coming back. There he is.
You got to tell people what happened, Charisse. Are you a remorseful mother or are you a monster? Like you said?
It's only one of the two. There's a reasonable explanation, and something got out of hand, and something happened, or you just don't give a shit. And I'm starting to think it's number two. I haven't thought that all week. But boy, do I feel stupid, because I've been in your corner.
What happened that made you panic? Tell us what happened. Make us understand. This isn't the first time we've seen a dead baby. But everybody has an explanation. People can understand. Give somebody something to feel so they can feel for you.
There's a reason this happened, Charisse. People deserve to know. Something happened. Grandma deserves to know. Both grandmas. Your mother has never even met him. She deserves to hear the story. The real story. Jessica, who has done nothing but help you and try to be there for you. You owe her an explanation. You love Jordan Sr., but you also hate him. You owe him an explanation. He deserves to know. It's his son, too. And this is not fair to him. Because he has to live the rest of his life knowing this.
Did he fall? Did he get hurt somehow and you panicked? Didn't know what to do? Something. You carried his poor body almost a mile.
You were just scared. You didn't know what to do. But I don't know what led up to that. Only you and him were there. Only you can tell the story now. If you truly want your son to forgive you for whatever happened.
Can I pee first?
Yeah. Come on, I'll walk into the bathroom. Make a right. Walk.
Charisse, I've been doing this forever. We just need to know what happened. People panic. And people can understand that. People are always going to want to know what happened. And they're going to put their own opinions of what happened. I promise you, it's going to feel better. I promise you, this is going to get you through this.
You got the weight of the world on your shoulders, Charisse. That big weight we've been talking about.
This is that.
Gosh, since...
This is a book we have here, and we're at the final chapter. We have all the answers. We don't want to complete that book without you.
You're not a bad person.
Something happened. You panicked. We see it all the time. All the time. It's happened in our lives.
What happened to me?
I don't know exactly what's going on, Charisse. I'm overwhelmed right now with everything too.
Didn't you look?
I know you didn't mean it.
So what happened? And that's what we want to believe, but unless you tell us.
And I love him.
I know you love
I love
him.
him, and I was.
Have I ever told you you don't love him?
What happened?
Come on, it'll make you feel better to get this off of your conscience. I promise. Something happened at the apartment, didn't it?
It was okay when she brought us food.
Okay. When was he not okay? At what point was he not okay?
I don't remember.
Well, he had the seizure on Friday night into Saturday morning, early Saturday morning when you guys were in bed. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at what point?
He was okay, and
You said he was okay when you guys got up for the day.
Mm-hmm.
At what point was he not okay?
We got dressed.
About what time?
Everything's pretty much the same.
Saturday, what time did you get up?
Saturday, I got up at 7 once when Jordan Singer called me, and then I got up again.
You fell back asleep?
Mm-hmm. And I got up again around 11.
Okay.
Got him up, brushed his teeth and stuff.
Okay.
And we were just chilling.
At what point was he not
He was
okay?
straight. Jessica brought us food. We ate.
About 6 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was the Burger King?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he was still fine.
Okay. I know it's tough. You're doing good. What happened where he wasn't fine?
Took a shower, got dressed. I gave him a bath, got him dressed. He wasn't like the normal Jordan, but he was walking and stuff.
What do you mean wasn't the normal?
Like, he was just acting really weird. His eyes was really weird.
How were they weird? Were they back in his head? Were they back?
Like,
were they crossed?
Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, he wasn't all the way there, if that makes sense.
Okay. Remember lethargic? We talked about lethargic yesterday. Like he's a little loopy, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was he using that leg that he hurt the night before? Remember he hurt his leg?
He was limping bad then.
He was limping bad Saturday night? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Was his leg broken?
I'm not sure.
You were Googling it all night, so.
Yeah, but he was limping pretty bad.
Okay, so he wasn't walking real good.
No, sir.
Okay.
We left the house, he was walking. At that point, we got near, what is the...
Did you leave the house the same time we were talking about all week? 9:50, 10 o'clock?
It may have been like later, but I just remember when I had texted Jordan's phone.
Well, 10 and 20 was when your phone disconnected. Does that sound right?
So I'll just say 10:20.
About then, 10:22?
Sure.
Okay.
And the whole plan was to take him to Jordan Senior South. That was the plan.
It's a long walk. What path did you take?
I'm gonna get there.
Okay. Okay. So you walk out
I'm a bad person.
I don't think you're a bad person,
I'm not
Charisse.
a monster.
You're not a monster. You're not.
You just gotta let us know what happened.
You left the apartment. You said he's walking a little bit, but he's not.
But I just want to clarify, like, the blood stuff has nothing to do with this incident.
That's really from the chin? Because that's a lot of blood.
Yes, sir. That has nothing.
Okay.
Nothing to do, and hopefully when they do the autopsy, like, they'll prove that.
Yeah, I hope so too. Okay, it's fine.
But that's when we got towards. We didn't get out the complex yet, and I'll say before the Outback.
Okay, like by the office there.
That's when he just passed out, like, and I just panicked.
He just passed out?
I could have called.
Sure, but
I don't know.
It's okay. Where did you go when he passed out? So you passed out like...
Yeah, but he was still breathing. Yeah, but he was just...
On that path between your apartment and East Bay that we took the other day? Mm-hmm. Passes out about in the middle there? Mm-hmm. Okay, so like right in here. Okay. Where did you go when he passed out?
We walked... I don't know what side street that is. It's a,
Did you ever make it to East Bay?
Yeah, we made it to East Bay.
Okay.
It's a side street.
Is it a big street?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay. So like Seacrest Drive is not a big road. It's a 2-lane road. But it goes all the way back to this road you were walking on. Did you take a road up to this main road?
Yes, I went down.
One of these here? Somewhere? Okay, so either Seacrest or Fulton. Seacrest has...
no, I know where Fulton is. It wasn't Fulton.
Seacrest has like kinder care right there, like right in here somewhere. There's a bank. A closed bank right there.
That's the side street we took.
Seacrest. Okay.
We walked. At that point, I was gonna get some help, but... Sure. We got past some apartments down there.
Yep.
And I sat him down, and at that point, he just wasn't breathing.
Okay.
He just wasn't breathing. But I could feel a pulse. And then we just sat there for a little bit. And then, like, I was like, June, come on. Yeah. And, like, he was, like, I'm not going to say he wasn't breathing. It was just real...
shallow, like?
Faint.
Okay.
So I picked him up. I could still hear him breathing a little bit in my ear, so I picked him up. And I just got really scared, so we walked. Yeah, we walked.
Yeah.
This is where if I just highlight.
Can you trace your path for me on the map? So here's your apartment. So you end up there on East Bay, okay?
Is this?
Yeah.
What's that street?
This is Dean Park Drive. You're about to cross right there. This is where the camera sees you.
But it's called something else too. It's like a M.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
This is where you're seen on camera. And I know I can't show you the video right now. I just don't have it to show you right now. But this is where you're seen carrying him. What's your back?
It's the M word.
Okay.
I don't know if it's cussed away. No, it's an M word. McMullen.
That's further up over here.
No, not McMullen Booth Road. I know where.
It's McMullen Road. That's way over there. You eventually end up over here because this is where he is. But you're on camera right here on Keene Park Drive.
So if you keep
I'm trying to remember.
If you keep following this route, it'll end up at McMullen, which is right here.
I'm trying to. Well, anyways, hold on.
Can you ask Laura what the intersection was she just told me about? I want to say she said Keene and Rosary. Go ahead.
I picked him up. I'm trying to. Yeah, no, it's right. I know.
Okay.
And then we come down. Oh, this is a long street.
This is Starkey Road or Keene Road. It's a big road.
We come down. Yeah, because I know where it is. We come down. We want to come this way.
Okay.
I came back this way.
Okay. This is where he's found.
I came back this way and
This is like a weird intersection. It's like a three-way intersection. Do you remember talking to a lady right here who asked you if you were okay?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay. So you go down McMullen.
We come down.
I know. I know you said that here he's still breathing a little on Seacrest.
And I sat him up.
Where?
I sat him up against the fence.
Where?
By the trash can.
Where he's found?
I sat him up on the fence.
The chain link fence there?
And he wasn't like dead or anything. And I did leave.
Where's this fence you're talking about?
And when I came back, I came back.
Or should leave them.
I came back.
You said fence. I need to know what fence you're talking about. The fence right by where he's found?
I came back. And I sat him up against the fence. Well, it really wasn't the fence. It was like the
chain link?
The white.
There's like a white panel surrounding.
I sat him there.
Okay, so the one around the dumpster?
And he was still breathing a little bit and stuff.
Okay.
And then I left. I just needed to think.
Okay. Where did you walk when you left?
At that point, I left. I went to the park.
Did you walk over here where this camera saw you?
I walked to the park.
Right on the side of the palms, like between the community center and the palms?
I walked to the park. I just needed to breathe.
Did you throw the backpack away? Here?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I needed to breathe. Because at that point, it was like, I already knew what was going to happen.
Sure.
And then I came back, and it was just tragic. Like,
how long do you think before you came back?
I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't long. I walked around.
So you left him leaned against the panel fence. How did he get into the woods there? The woods behind the fence.
Is that when you went back?
Was he dead when you went back? Yeah. Okay. Did you move him then? He was cold.
I'm so cold this thing.
What's that?
Oh God, mommy.
Yeah. Why don't you call your mom?
You're doing great.
What was the injury? What was the injury that made him pass out?
I don't know.
Was it the leg? Was something wrong with the leg? I mean, a leg probably wouldn't make him pass out. You know, something something had to happen to him.
Did he throw up that night? Let me tell you what my experience tells me based on the what you're telling me that he was experiencing, the not there look, kind of lethargic. That's a head injury. A substantial head injury. So the blood in his brain is swelling at that point, surrounding the brain. The 2-year-old child has this little space in between them. And when blood fills that space, it has somewhere it has to go.
He hit his head that night.
How did he hit
What night?
When he fell off the bed.
Friday into Saturday?
Mm-hmm. He had hit his head.
On what bed?
I said he had hit his head.
He might have hit it, jumping on the bed, but a low fall from someone his height jumping on the bed, it doesn't happen.
I'm just trying to tell him.
I know, but I just know from my experience and my training that type of head injury is much more severe. It's a really hard hit. A really, really, really hard hit. So remember your neighbor I told you about? Said something hit their wall really hard on Saturday? Mm-mm. Did he hit his head on something Saturday afternoon?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
How did he hit his head hard?
Mm-mm.
What part of his head?
I remember.
What part of his head did he hit?
Damn, hold on. I'm trying to remember walking in the living room. It was up here. It was like reddish. It was like
forehead.
red. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see him hit his head?
No, but I just seen it was like real red.
Well, how'd you know he hit his head from jumping on?
Because it was kind of like not like a big knot, but I knew the difference between when he was in the room with me and when he was out there playing.
So where were you when he hit his head?
I was in the not the living room. I was in the room.
The bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and where was he?
He was in the living room.
Where his little toddler bed is there? Mm-hmm. Is it the living room or is it like the dining room there?
Like the dining room.
Okay.
In the room.
Where it was yesterday when we went to the apartment? Where me and you went in, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it was?
But it was, I don't know if you was there before they took everything out, but the bed was like more up against the wall.
Yeah, it was pulled off the wall a little bit, but it was against that wall. Okay.
Oh, God, let me be sick. Damn, dog.
How did he hit his head so hard, Charisse?
It's like, when I'm telling you the truth, it's like, damn, like.
Why didn't we talk about this 2 days ago? Why were you afraid to tell me?
Just kind of snowballed, didn't it? You didn't know what to do, and you tell one little lie, and it just grows and grows and grows.
Yeah, before you know it.
Clean slate tonight.
It's out of hand. All that stuff we've talked about the past few days, it's behind us. I want to know how he hit his head.
I didn't make him hit his head, so I can't tell you.
Where was he when your grandmother came with the food?
His grandma, he was in the room chilling, watching TV.
Was he lethargic then?
Oh, no, I almost say that word, I don't really get it.
I'm sorry. Was he acting off? Was he acting funny?
No, he was just sitting there watching TV.
Sure, but
and then he ate pretty good.
Was he like woozy, like kind of out of his day?
He didn't sing.
Because that's something that will build as the pressure builds in his head.
I mean, I really didn't notice it because he was eating fine.
When did you first notice he was lethargic when you woke up that day at 7?
At 7, I didn't wake him up at 7.
Okay,
he was still asleep.
He stayed asleep. So he stayed asleep till 11. Mm-hmm. What point after you woke him up at 11 was he not looking right?
Later that evening.
Approximate, when did you first think that he's not right? Something's wrong.
You're going to know right away. Because when something like that happens, he'll start to seize. His eyes will go back. It's going to be immediate. You know exactly when that happened.
Did he hit his head at night when he was having the beer in bed? And he was choking on his tongue?
That's probably when he hit his head again, when he was having the so I'm not sure, because I woke up to him shaking. That's how I ended up waking up.
What would he have hit his head on though? He was in
the wall is I don't have like something to protect it, so
sure.
We sleep right on the wall.
Right.
So I honestly couldn't tell you that.
But even his rolling or bumping head on the wall like that, it wouldn't be a severe head injury.
I don't.
Did you get frustrated?
No. Please stop doing that, please.
I have to ask
Please
Charisse.
stop doing that, because I'm crying, please.
Was he pissing you off?
No. He never makes me mad like that, ever. He never makes me mad like that. He's not even really a crybaby. Like, he's not a crybaby.
Something significant had to have happened to him to stop breathing.
I know it's tough. I know. We're just trying to narrow down the head injury.
This is the hardest part. You're right there. You've gone through every single door.
I do not know.
This is the last door. You do know.
I don't know.
You do
I don't know.
And that's, remember that
I don't know. I really don't know.
Listen to me for a
I
second.
really don't know.
Remember
All
that?
I remember was he was okay when we was walking. Then he started acting real funny.
No.
And
No. You're going to know right away. It's that moment when my kid in the past has done something and you just snap. You don't think about it because you just snap. And after it's done, you're like, shit,
he's really not that type of kid. Like, he really into...
Maybe not all the time, but you had a hard day.
You're already angry at senior.
Here we go again.
I know, Charisse.
Because
Something happened.
Something happened to make you...
He didn't bump his head on the wall. He didn't fall off the bed.
You're right there. You're right there.
You've done so good, Charisse.
No, because don't do
This
that.
is the
You've
final
done
piece of
so
the puzzle.
good, and then when I'm
Charisse.
telling you the truth, it's like...
Let me tell you something else that I saw at the scene when I saw his body walk. I saw a bruise on his abdomen that's left by a finger, by a squeeze. And what that probably is...
Because all I remember is him having...
That's him.
He has a birthmark right here.
No, that's
it's
not
a
Let me see that. Because
You're not going to be able to see it. Well, yeah, you probably will.
where?
Right there.
That's a bruise.
That's not a birthmark.
You said his birthmark's on his right side over here.
You know what that
This is a bruise.
You know what that is? That's somebody grabbing the baby and hitting them against something. That's what that is.
Yes.
I told you I've been doing this forever, right? I've seen everything. I've seen it all. You panicked. You wanted to get him to senior or maybe even the hospital. Hell, you're almost there. And yes, I believe he died in your arms. But something happened to make you leave.
I really want to just get him some food.
But he didn't eat. You can't eat after a head injury like that.
Oh no, he ate.
What happened? We can understand that. I told you, hundreds of people I've interviewed, and they've all said that 1 second, one split second is all it was. And you would take back that second in a heartbeat, I bet, right now. But we can't take it back because we're here. Remember, he says you owe it in order to tell his story. Then he will forgive you. Then you will be forgiven.
He's your baby. You owe it to him.
Give him the respect. He loves you so much. Like you said, I was supposed to protect you. That one split second, we've all been there. We've just been lucky enough where something terrible hasn't happened. What happened?
We won't think different of you, Charisse, like you said.
It don't matter. You don't have to think anything different of me. because I'm gonna face up to
But you're not.
25
You're stopping right here.
other years, and I'm gonna die in prison.
You're not facing up to anything because you haven't made amends yet. You're right there.
I'm gonna die in prison.
We don't know that.
I'm going to. You don't have to judge me. It's gonna be a bunch of. I'm gonna die in jail.
No. Remember, I said people always want to know what happened. People that will be judging you.
I'm gonna die in county.
People that will be judging you will say, "Yeah, I've been there." If we go and end this chapter, like if you want us to end it saying she doesn't know, she didn't say anything, that's when they're like, "The hell with her." Give some empathy. Give some
Remorse.
reason.
Finish that book.
People can understand frustrations.
We've written a whole book this week, Charisse, you and me. This is the last page.
Can I call my mom, please?
Yeah, I told you can call her. Okay, I'm going to let you call her. Okay, but I want to know how he hurt his head.
I do not know how he hurt his head.
Okay.
I don't know. All I can tell you is I left. I came back. When I came back, he was gone. At that point,
He was gone or he was dead?
He was dead, and then you put him
I left.
in the water.
I left. And actually, I didn't put him in the water, though.
Where did you put
him? I raised him up, and I sat him over the fence.
Was he still alive?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
How did you lose your shoe?
I really don't freaking know how I lost my shoe. But I did have my shoe at Largo Park.
You didn't have it on when you were there on the video.
I don't know, so I must have lost it somewhere.
Did you lose it back in the mud on back there?
No, I never went back there. I'm scared of dirt and shit.
You were scared of dirt, but you put him back there?
That's just...
I can see the path you took. I saw the shoe prints.
I never went behind the fence.
So what
Put him over the fence.
what part of the fence? Right, the dumpster there, over the chain link fence?
The metal fence?
Yeah.
I never went over the fence.
When you put him over the fence, where was the dumpster?
I got behind the dumpster.
Okay.
And put him over the chain link fence.
Why would you do that if he's still alive? First he dead.
I knew. I just told you.
When he came back, he was cold.
So did you move him in the water yesterday?
No, my cousin Erica was with me yesterday.
How did he get in the water?
I have no idea.
That's a good 10, 15 feet from the fence to the water.
I still want to know how he hit his head.
I can't tell you that.
Something
I don't
happened.
know. I'm not
The
telling you
bruises
something.
are up high. I'm just talking.
But that all happened in your care, right? Nobody else was around but you. Correct?
Nobody was around. You're alone right there. You said we're done. We're done.
You're in that apartment, right?
No, you said you want to be done. You tell me if you
I just
want.
need you to listen.
I'm listening.
Instead of
You tell me if you want to talk to me.
it's like when I'm trying to tell you, like you still keep saying stuff.
No,
It's like
I'm questioning what you're telling me.
You're starting like you did, I guess, days past when being told.
It's like
getting little lies.
I don't know, or I.
Are we done or are we not done? You make up the choice. You said you want to be done.
How did his head get injured? He didn't fall. Let's start from there. Because that's what made you leave the apartment.
No, I only left the apartment because I needed him to eat. Like, I was hungry. I'm pretty sure he was
You had
hungry.
already got food, right?
That was,
3 hours earlier, yeah, she got.
well, that was the first time we had ate. That whole, like, literally, that was the first time we had eaten.
What happened to
anything.
him between grandma coming, you leaving the house? You want to know the honest truth based on what they were telling me? He is already severely injured, if not dead, before grandma comes in. It's over. Because you're searching for seizures, you're searching for thigh bones that I'm being told.
Yeah, because he had fell the night before.
Okay. You understand the thigh bone's right here, right? That's
No, this, and I told you when I checked his leg, this didn't feel right. And if that's recording, you can go back and look.
We don't know it's broken until tomorrow. But if that is in fact broken, that's the hardest bone in your body to break. It's freaking nearly impossible.
And it didn't feel normal.
Serious impact.
It did not feel normal.
Okay.
And he was open.
A 2-year-old that potentially has an injured leg, fussy is gonna be just a pain in the ass. He wasn't fussy.
I mean, he cried when he fell.
Okay.
But he wasn't like
So what was it that made you snatch him up that 1 second where he hit his head? Yeah.
I don't know.
Trust me, been there, done that. So we're not leaving until we get the story. I'm doing this for you, believe it or not. I know that's the hardest part to admit. I know it. I get it. It's deja vu for every other interview I've done. It's the hardest part. What difference does it make? You've already said what you've done. We're just at this little crossroads here. Can I tell you a story? What I did to my child when I was 22 years old and having a new kid? No? I get how you can lose your frustration. Something happened where you got frustrated and you lost it for a split second. We keep going back to that because we know based on our experience that that's what happens with a head injury.
It's the only piece left.
Don't let somebody else fill in the blanks.
I didn't mean to do this shit.
I know you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. I want to know you didn't mean it. But you need to put this period at the end of that sentence to let me know what it was that frustrated you. Because if it wasn't something frustrated, it was just done out of spite. I hate this kid. I don't want this kid. DCF wants it. They're not going to get it. That's a spiteful monster. You are a mother that carried an injured, potentially dead child in your arms for a very long way. You cared about him. You knew what you did. You came back because you're probably thinking to yourself, maybe by the grace of God, he's standing up, yelling my name. What happened inside that apartment?
Nothing happened.
He is dying when you say you get to the apartment complex, just a block around the corner. If that part is true. But something happened in that apartment complex to cause that head injury. To cause that.
No, y'all gotta wait for the autopsy.
No. All the autopsy is going to tell us is subdural hematoma, all this stuff, subarachnoid crap, fractured skull, but we're still not going to know what happened unless you tell us. We can guess, but we don't want to do that to you.
Everybody else is.
Who is?
It don't matter. I'm never gonna get out of prison. Like, I'm not even gonna see my daughter.
The difference is, if it comes to the difference is, did this mother, was she honest? Did she accept what happened? Did she give us a reason? Did she show remorse? Right now, I can't say that you are. Why tell us all this stuff and then leave this little bit out? I think it's because you think people are gonna think how could you harm your baby? People do it all the time. All the time, or there would be no DCF, there would be no CPI, but there is, because it happens. And eventually they get their kids back and they move on. This time you got unlucky. That's all it is. It's luck. You got unlucky. I got lucky a long time ago. You are unlucky. So what happened? You do remember You'll never forget that.
I'm trying to, can you just...
But you'll never forget it. Ever. But at least and if you say it, it's all out, cards are on the table. I now ask for forgiveness. You don't get it without the full story.
Like you said before, it's not a hit that you don't notice. It's a hit.
All right.
Last piece of the puzzle, Charisse. It's real red and swollen in the forehead, like you said. Okay. Did you push his head into the wall?
That was when he had fell on the floor, but...
Okay. That's not going to happen. It's been tested numerous times.
That's your opinion.
No, that's not a medical fact. It's a medical fact.
I'm really trying not to catch your attitude, but
It's okay. It's a frustrating moment.
Hey, if you don't want to say it, don't say it. I'm not trying to get you to say something that I don't want you to make up anything, but I just know based on my experience, based on medical facts, that you're leaving out what happened to his head. And if that's the road you want to take, that's on you. But it doesn't show somebody who's taking responsibility for their actions. It shows somebody that thinks, fuck it, let the cards play out the way they play out. What did he do?
he didn't do anything.
I hope he did something. Was it the attitude of, I'm giving him a DCF, nobody's gonna have him? Okay, what was it?
Cause
Well, what was it?
Jordan Sr. pissed you off?
No.
I'm just
Can't
asking.
just start saying that, man.
Okay.
What happened? I promise you'll feel better. We'll cry about it and we'll move on. You owe it to your son. I say you didn't mean it.
I didn't mean any of this to happen.
Okay.
Of course not.
Then what happened?
I really, Lord knows I'm trying, but the only things I can think of for him to hit his head was falling, or if he hit his head on the wall when he was having a seizure. I don't
Well,
The seizures
seizures,
after
right.
the head injury.
Seizures are a result of the head.
Trust me, I know that because my mom had seizures from
Okay.
hitting her head. I already know how that process
Well,
was.
So that's why we keep coming back to that, because
He didn't hit
Have a
his head
seizure.
during the seizure.
right.
It's
Not that
before.
I know of.
Well, he might have bumped it or something, but the major head injury is before the seizure. 'Cause that's why he's having a seizure.
Okay.
And that major head injury is caused by somebody else. You're the only one in the apartment with him, correct? Correct. Can you give me that at least? Nobody else was there. Just you.
You live there alone.
So you remember why I asked him the question?
Because I want you to at least admit that.
I already admitted to that.
Be a woman.
I already admitted that we stayed alone.
Okay. Then there's only one person responsible for that head injury, and that's you. Don't let the doctor guess what happened.
He said the truth sets you free.
No, it sets you free mentally, it sets you free in your heart, sets you free. That's what they mean by that. The truth will set you free.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's try it. I guarantee it.
You don't want to live with this guilt.
I already let everything out.
Except the one part that started this chain of events. You want us to finish the story? We'll finish it. I'm going to suggest, unless you tell me otherwise, you murdered in that apartment. You panicked, you left the apartment, you dumped him by a dumpster. And then, according to your words, you come back, throw him over a chain link fence like a piece of trash.
I didn't throw him.
Chain link fence is this tall.
It was all the way over there.
Unless you went over the side, plop, a piece of trash.
Trust me, I already feel like a horrible person. I am a horrible person. I am a monster.
Because you won't come to the truth to tell us what happened that night. I will have to agree with you if that's the case.
I'm trying to remember. I swear to God.
You won't forget that, Charisse. You
I
won't.
swear to God, I don't.
So is that because you hit him so many times that night? You're never going to forget that moment. You know exactly what it is.
The only time I remember him hitting his head was when I'm being honest with you. The only time I remember. Okay. Well, all right, I did it. All right.
It's medically impossible to roll off a bed.
I didn't say he rolled off.
Okay, a 2-foot kid falling head first into, I don't suppose you have tile flooring, but if you do, not going to happen.
Kids are pretty strong.
Okay.
They're pretty resilient. Well, where do we go from here, Charisse?
You taking me to jail tonight anyway, so I don't know.
Who told you that? I haven't said that.
Because I don't know.
Is this how the book's gonna end?
I'm really trying to, I swear to you,
Well, if that's how the story ends right now, so be it.
Damn.
It happened before Grandma showed up. Well, you remember that it didn't happen then, so what happened?
Because he was chilling. He ate all his food.
It's a hard hit.
Okay.
A hard hit.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're sorry, Charisse. You know.
Let him know you're sorry by admitting to what you did. Nobody accepts apologies unless you admit what they did.
Make it sincere.
What's it gonna be?
This is the time. This is your chance to tell it.
I didn't kill him.
No, the hit, when he hit his head, didn't kill him. Didn't kill him at the time. But it hurt him. The swelling of his brain and the blood in his head is what killed him. Okay? Not the hit. He was still alive for a while.
Do you want us to finish the story?
Can I just write all this out?
Yeah.
I'll just have a six.
I know. I understand.
Charisse eventually admits that the incident occurred before the grandmother's arrival, implying an attempt to cover up the truth initially.
Legal pen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Get
Get a Miranda statement, actually. Oh, here we go. I got it. What would you like?
You're gonna need more.
I'll just start and let's just... Okay. Hang on a second, Casey. I'm going to explain it to you, okay?
I'm going to jail tonight.
These are the rights I gave you earlier. I got to go out and I got to talk with people, okay? I got to talk. I got to figure out what we're going to do.
While you do that, can I call my mom?
I'm going to let you call her. I promise you. You want to write? I want you to write while it's fresh in memory. Let me see the form for a second, please. I'm going to fill it out. Today's the 4th.
But this can be used against me, correct?
I told you that in the car. Everything can be used against you, okay? It's your choice. Sometimes writing down makes it easier.
Because I don't want to say I want a lawyer and then they don't even come here.
It's totally up to you, Charisse. Okay?
I just want somebody to be here too. But I want to talk to you. You know, if you get what I'm saying, like I want to talk to you guys.
Be clear about what you're saying, okay? Because it's important. If you want a lawyer here, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Okay?
I know I want to talk to you tonight, but I don't want to be by myself.
Well, I don't know who you want me to call to be with you, okay? It's your choice. These are the things I read you off the card in the car. Just how I read them. My little card I carry around is the same thing. Read this paragraph after. If you want to write it out, sign the form. You don't have to fill this out. That would be me. And you turn it over and you write whatever you want to write.
And you can use that legal pad for more. Or if you just want to start that legal pad, you can do the legal pad.
Okay, but there's your rights. This is the paper you start on. I don't think you're a monster, Charisse. You're a single mom with the world against you. It really is. And you're in a bad situation that nobody would choose. Nobody would choose to be here if they could.
Nobody ever comes.
I know. You've been calling all day Friday, all day Saturday. Those people don't give a shit about you. They're not there to help you. They wouldn't give a shit about you.
They don't even care about him. This just happened and then they came.
Yeah, we get that. That's the frustration part.
I'm so sorry, Jude.
We know you're sorry. Nobody thinks you're not sorry. Of course not. It's Charisse. Something, he hit his head somehow, and it just led you down a path that you couldn't. It led you off a path that you couldn't get off.
He wouldn't wake up when? When would he not wake up?
I went back and just wouldn't get up.
That's because he was dying, Charisse.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I never even said. I'm sorry.
If it's easier for you, write it down. Write down what happened. You don't have to say it, but you can write it. Finish the story.
Here's a good picture.
No, I don't even deserve to see that.
You do. Remember what I told you yesterday? Remember what I told you yesterday when I said one bad moment doesn't define our life? Just because one thing happened. Charisse, just because one thing happened that was bad doesn't take back all the good times. It doesn't negate everything good. It doesn't negate everything you did as a mother. You were a good mom. You were. Something happened. Something happened. Remember him as that happy little guy. Not the guy.
He's not. He's not that big.
He's not. He's not, but Charisse, that's who he was. He was happy.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
In the end, he had one problem. Just tell us.
Tell him that. Look at him and tell him what you're sorry. What did you do? Tell him. Pretend he is right here. I am so sorry for hurting you. What did I do? This is your chance. This is his chance.
He's watching over you now. He's in a better place. He's not hurt anymore. He will forgive you.
You ready to write it down? Or you just want to say it?
Was his right leg that was hurt, right?
think so.
Okay.
What was wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Do you remember something you have up there?
I'm just thinking about Jordan Sr.
Why?
Because through all the bullshit, that was still his child.
You know, it will be easier on him if he knows exactly what happened. If he's left in the dark about the last little piece and he'll never know, he'll have that weight to carry his entire life.
He kept crying because he was hungry, and I just got mad. You know, I wasn't really mad. I just wanted him to just shut up for 2 seconds.
Yeah. okay. It's frustrating. How are you holding him?
I wasn't holding him. He was
I can feel the weight coming off you as you talk.
I'm a monster.
You're
It's
not a
not.
monster. You had a moment in time.
I've been trying since the beginning to let you know that it's okay.
I don't want to die in jail. I didn't mean
I know you don't. I know you don't. What happened when he wasn't getting any food? You just wanted him to stop crying.
I'm just like, I hit him like really hard, and he hit his head really hard
On what?
on the wall.
Which wall?
The wall by our bed.
Okay, when was he crying and he wouldn't stop?
Because he still didn't eat. Like, we ate that one time Friday.
Okay, so this is after Grandma drops off food?
No, she came Saturday.
Okay.
It's before Grandma came.
Correct.
Yeah.
This was like, he had failed. He hit his head then. And
So with the
this was around, oh damn. I really can't remember the time, but I know he hit his head pretty hard on the wall.
It's after the social worker comes? And
Yeah.
is it before the seizure at night? On Saturday night? Or Saturday morning? The social worker comes at about 8 o'clock on Friday.
I want to say, hold on. Well, this was after the social worker came.
Right, because he was fine when they came.
Mm-hmm.
So Friday night, late night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said in the bedroom when you were in bed? Okay. You kind of did this. So you hit him with like the back of your hand?
And he hit his head really hard. Like really
Back of his head.
Yes, sir.
What part of his head did you hit with your hand?
I hit I hit the front of his face, like, but it was
Like right
really
here?
hard.
How's he positioned in the bed? And how are you positioned? So
More
your hand hit him. Don't hit my partner, obviously.
Just put your hand on. Put your hand
like that, like really, really
by the
hard.
eyes, and then his head
And
goes
then
back.
he went.
Okay. What happened when he hit his head?
He was crying, but he was like,
Did you him again?
At that point, I felt bad because he was
Sure. Is that why?
But
And when does he start having the seizures?
I'm proud of you. It's okay. It happened. Okay? It's hard to say. I know you didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it. It's exactly what I've been saying from the get-go, Charisse. It was a split second. Oh, shit. I know you're fed up. I expect you to be fed up. I know you fucked up, but I know, and we can't bring him back.
just took him to the hospital.
Charisse, if we could bring him back, we all would. There's not one person in the world,
I'm just so scared.
and that's okay. Hey, Charisse, I would have been scared too.
I'm sorry.
He knows. Charisse, he knows. Okay?
Did I kill him?
You injured him. And it caused some serious problems. Yeah.
I killed my baby.
Yeah, that's what led to his death. Okay? but it takes a strong person to admit what they did. Okay?
I'm not strong, I don't deserve.
Well, you won't be remembered as a monster. This is not a monster story. This has never been a story about a monster. When I met you, I knew this was a story about a frustrated mother who had no chance by circumstance because everything was against her. And I knew you got frustrated. And as we started talking about the searches and your phone and the seizure, it only became more apparent.
I don't have nobody in my corner.
I was in your corner.
I'm gonna be by myself in there.
That's not...
Nobody gonna come see me. Nobody gonna forgive me for this.
People will forgive you, Charisse. I forgive you. I forgive you.
His dad.
His dad is part of the problem, okay? You were doing this, the best you could with the circumstances you had.
I didn't mean to.
I know.
I didn't mean to.
Charisse, you're not the first person to be through something like this. And nobody ever means these things to happen. Nobody.
You said outside before you take me to jail.
Yeah, you gotta hang out here for a little bit. I gotta go out and make some phone calls and whatnot, okay?
I want to go to jail.
I know. I know.
Mean to.
I know. You said you're hungry? Okay. Do you want to still write out what we were talking about? No? Okay. He was a happy kid.
Why didn't you let me keep this picture?
Make sure there's nothing else in there. Just hold on to it for now, okay? I'll need it back in a little bit. But you just hold it for now while you're in here, okay? So you're not alone. Okay? Let me scooch you this desk over, okay?
Am I allowed to get my phone?
Not right now. Okay? Let me move back where it was, okay? There's tissues here, okay?
I just want to call my mom.
I know. I'm going to let you call her. I told you I would. Okay? If you change your mind and you decide you want to write again, I'll leave it in here, okay?
What's the charge?
I got to go talk. I got to go. I think I know, but I got to go talk.
Be honest.
It's a homicide, Charisse.
What is that?
It's a murder. Okay?
How long do you think?
I don't know. That's way down the road. It's way down the
Do you
road.
think I'm a monster?
No, I don't.
I wanted to ask
Can you
one more.
please come to court?
I will be there. I promise.
And I know you gotta speak against
I know.
me,
Well,
but
Charisse,
please,
I told you in the beginning, I don't think you're a bad
don't
person.
let me go through this by myself.
I'm not, Charisse. I still don't think you're a bad
What
person.
happened to his leg? I told you that's the strongest bone in the body. Something significant.
He's got a really bad injury on his leg. Yeah, his right leg's pretty bad. Did something happen to his leg? I know you hit his head, but
Remember, this is,
it's a thigh bone. That's the strongest one it gets.
Even the knee felt weird.
How'd he hurt his leg for real?
I swear to you, I really don't know. I just remember him falling, and after that, he just kept limping, but it wasn't really swollen.
fallen from where? When?
Off the bed, but when I checked it, I knew it didn't feel right. But he wasn't like when he walked, he would just limp, but he wasn't walking.
He hurt his leg before the social worker came or after?
It was after because he
So,
that's when he was
everything happens Friday night, basically.
because he was chilling.
So he's crying because of the leg. He's crying because he's hungry. Basically, is what you're saying.
Everything was just messed up.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not having a good day. His leg's hurting him.
Did you see him fall? How he fell on his leg?
I just heard like a loud boom
From your bed?
from
his bed?
his bed in the living room, and then he was just crying. He wasn't like.
Is that when you brought him in your bed for the night?
Yes.
And then Shortly after is when you hit him in the face.
Because he just kept crying.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that when you were looking at, 5 bones, researching 5 bones?
Yeah, because it just didn't feel right.
Right.
I knew something was wrong, but
And then he has to seizure at night.
freaking stupid. I was just freaking stupid.
Well,
My own
I-
child.
appreciate you.
You finished the book, Charisse. You finished it.
Please don't let me go through this by myself.
We won't. I've been here for you the whole time.
Please don't. Please, because
I
I
know.
don't got nobody.
I know, Charisse.
And my mom, she broke it. I don't think she can survive me. She's not going to survive this.
Charisse,
I don't got nobody. Please don't let me go through this by myself.
I'll be there for you as much as I can. Like you said, I'll have to tell the story the way it's been told to me, the good and the bad, the lies. I'll have to tell it. Okay, that's all got to be a part of my report. But in the end, you redeemed yourself by being honest. In the end, you made the good choice. I know. And whatever consequences you have to face, whatever that may be, you hold your head high. You hold your head high because you did the right thing in the end. No matter what happens, in the end, you made the good choice. You did the right thing. As hard as it was to sit here and tell us that, it's the hardest thing you've ever done. It's the hardest thing you ever have to do.
There's gonna be cameras and stuff out there.
I don't know. They've been following us everywhere. I can't get 5 minutes without being near a reporter or a news truck. They don't even know who I am or my role in this. They're everywhere right now. Okay? But hopefully they're all over where he's found. Okay? Because that's the interesting story right now. They don't know you're here with me. They don't know what's being said in this room. They'll know eventually, but, we'll probably have parted ways by then. Okay? I got to go make some phone calls. I got to do some things. I'll try to get you a snack and a phone call as soon as I can. Okay? All right. Just take some time and decompress, okay? It's been a long day.